Okay, week 10, everybody. Michael told me to look at the camera because a lot of times when I'm here, I don't really look at the camera. So, how's this? Okay, so week 10, as I said, really big games this week. I mean, you got some playoff positioning issues other than with Fear the Wax. And for the 3 and 6 teams, in my opinion, these are pretty much must wins for all of the 3 and 6 teams if anybody's going to have a shot to make the playoffs. It's a long shot even for any of those teams, but you can't afford another loss. So, big games. The first game I'm going to pick, and I've got a special little treat for this game, for this pick. Oh, jeez, it's tight. Must have been on Sleepy Joe's head, not Donald's head. So this is We Want Ivanka versus Sleepy Joe. Is this the right pick to wear the MAGA hat or what? Interesting, this game. You know, this, in case anyone doesn't know, this is father and son, Ivanka being the dad and Sleepy Joe being the son. So recent dialogue at the house of Sleepy and Ivanka would be, you know, Ivanka comes, knocks on Sleepy Joe's door. Sleepy Joe, wake up. You got to go to school. Sleepy Joe says, we want Ivanka. Shut up. Your team sucks. That actually happened. So this game, We Want Ivanka is 6-3. Sleepy Joe is 5-4. Sleepy Joe, though, is second in the league in points scored with 824. We Want Ivanka is tied for 7th with 734. So one team has been unlucky. One team has been very lucky. I mean, Sleepy Joe has scored 90 more points than Ivanka. Ivanka also has 749 against, so he's actually scored less than he has given up, yet he's 6-3, which means he's won some close games and gotten blown out in a bunch. So for this game this week, with Sleepy Joe, they've got no Travis Kelce, no Butker, no Chiefs this week, no Tyreek Hill for We Want Ivanka, also no Todd Gurley. You got Matt Breida probably starting for Sleepy Joe at one of the running back slots against Damian Harris for We Want Ivanka. Not real good. The quarterback matchup, Justin Herbert for Sleepy Joe, I would give him the edge over Deshaun Watson. I think it's close, but the Texans seem to be a team that's just imploding with guys wanting to get out of there. Seems like it's a bad culture kind of situation. And Josh Jacobs for Sleepy Joe is probably the best running back playing this week. So I like Sleepy Joe to win, if for no other reason than Sleepy Joe deserves to be 6-4 instead of 5-5 with that pretty good point total. So go with Sleepy Joe by 13. Off goes the MAGA hat. Okay, Leroy, stop barking. 3-6 against more than a Thielen. 3-6. Speaking of Leroy, we got the Bark Box delivery a couple hours ago. So he's walking around. Here he comes, panting. He sniffs the box out as soon as it arrives, and he just can't wait, can't help himself. There's a shot of Leroy. Leroy, say hi. What? Good boy. Okay. So this is one of those games must win for both teams. Little did I know when I handed off the trophy, or Lou handed off the trophy to me on a beach in Delaware last month, that that would be the apex for his team and Leroy, because I think since then we've both gone into the crapper. Both 3-6, both desperately needing a win to try to stay in playoff contention. More than a Thielen has 2 Saints starters and 3 Bills, so 5 of his 7 starters play for 2 teams. He's got Breeze and Kamara for the Saints, who are playing the Niners, and then the 3 Bills are Zach Moss, Stephon Diggs, and the kicker Tyler Bass. They're playing the Cardinals, and I've got, of course, Josh Allen going for my team against the Cardinals. I think the Saints, I mean, Breeze was really good last week. I think he struggled somewhat this year. 49ers are banged up, so I think Breeze could still have a good game. And since he can't throw the ball downfield all that well anymore, Alvin Kamara is a huge weapon for him. Leroy Stop Barking, I would say, is the most overrated team by ESPN. Every single week, Leroy seems to have one of the highest projections. And sure enough, this week, 3rd highest projection. Other weeks, it's been, even 2nd highest behind who. So I don't get it, because when you're 3-6, you shouldn't have a very high projection. I don't know. Josh Allen, usually puts up a good number. I've got a new toy this week in Mike Evans. I'm a little lucky with the running backs because McKinnon has gotten way more fantasy points than he deserves because of all the running back injuries for the Niners. Duke Johnson looks like he might get the start this week over David Johnson. I think Duke has probably more potential to score. So I don't know. It's a close game. I'm going to give the edge to Leroy, partly because Thielen's second best running back is none other than Thielen. He's at the Bears, which I think will be a tough matchup. So I like the wide receiver depth for Leroy a little more, maybe Josh Allen a little more. So go with Leroy by 6. Last game, Fear the Wax, 7-2 against Harding's Hitmen, 3-6. So here's your game where people think, oh, there's no chance. Fear the Wax leads the league in scoring by a sizable margin, as he's told me every single week of the season. Harding now has the least points scored in the league, just barely edging out the most popular team in the league. So, mismatch? Yeah, probably. Fear the Wax's projection this week is 99 points. I think Harding's is around 70. Harding's got Lamar at the Patriots. Now, the Patriots have shown they can be run on, but if Belichick does one thing well, it kind of takes away the best weapon for the other team. So if he's still able to do that, maybe Lamar doesn't do a whole lot. Plus, Harding's got Kareem Hunt, who's diminished significantly this week if Nick Chubb comes back, as he's expected to do. I mean, Fear the Wax's starters are favored at just about every position. As much as I would love to pick Harding in the epic upset of the year, ain't happening, Dave. I go with Fear the Wax. Let's say Dave covers. Spread is 29. Go with Fear the Wax by 27. That's it this week. See you all next time.